Hi guys, Paul from PABrewNews. Battery's dying, but I think we'll be okay. Little Face Brewing Company Revolution 6 Brown Ale, aged in oak barrels. Now I've had the original recipe of this one. This one is less, it's supposed to be less bourbon forward because it was done in a less fresh barrel. So that would be interesting. You check out my channel for the original fucking Revolution, I think it was called. For that, I also have a vanilla aged one. This one is not vanilla aged. This was bottled at 2/16/15, so it's only a few weeks old. SJ Pour, Little Face Brewing. Go check them out if you haven't, but I think everyone in the world pretty much has by this point. Yep, just a nice, really dark actually, dark brown ale. I have a porter or a Russian Imperial Stout barley wine blend, so why not add some oaky goodness to it? Blended that with this afterwards. Wow, you still get a really nice charred oak. The bourbon is still pronounced. Strange bourbon. You have a little acetone note. There's a touch of acetone note in there. That will be, I mean, I have to denote that there's an acetone note. Acetone, but with that acetone you get some soft dark fruits in there. Even Santa Claus, for example, gives it acetone note. Even that's a beautiful beer. It's kind of weird. What am I getting there? There's a note of something. It's so hard for me to describe. There's soft caramels coming through, almonds, like a walnut husk, peppers, like a black pepper. There's that cherry oak, obviously. That's weird. Little, yeah, toffee, caramel, kind of, you know, those bird sugars. Yeah, but you have that kind of like a soft note on there that's kind of rising above everything else, and it's some kind of wow, man, that note in the bourbon is bringing out something. It's bringing out some kind of like a raisin or cherry note. It's soft, it's subtle, it's very confusing because it's something bathed in something else. It's like, well, basically like something like the smell of a cherry soaked in bourbon. You're getting a soft dark fruit mixing with caramels and those kind of walnutty, kind of husky notes, those charry notes, those barrel notes. It's pretty interesting. There's another thing. It's really bold, but I cannot place it because I don't think it's a flavor of taste or of something, a smell of a food. It's something that is as that acetone note is. Acetone obviously is acetone. There's another note in here that's coming that's reminding me of like another product of some kind, but I cannot place it. It's not bad, it's just something. That's the unfortunate thing. Your mind says, oh, it's that, but you can't tell, you can't put it into your brain what the fuck it is. Anyway, taste the damn thing. Alright, I will. Soft, smooth brown ale. There's nice little notes, chewy, nuggety caramel. Yeah, the toffee caramels there, definitely. You get a stringent bite, like if you ever bit into a pecan. Yeah. Oh yeah. Have you ever bitten into a pecan? And it completely just dries out your palate with astringency, that kind of huskiness. It's got that in there. Oh man, it's killing me. There's something in there. And as soon as I think about it, it disappears from my brain. But there's something in there that I can tell you. The bourbon is nice. It's not really hitting you in any way. It's just there for flavor. The brown ale is soft. A little earthiness going on with that. Just earthy caramel. Burnt like brown bread. Like the toasted grains of a crust of brown bread. See, that's why the music's nice. It fills up the dead spots of me going, what's going on? Yeah, it's a really nice barrel-aged brown ale. Brown ales are normally pretty boring. I hate to say this, they are. Unless you get like an India Brown, an Imperial Brown Ale, those kind of things. It's very odd that I would say, I think I've told this to SJ, and I'll tell this to you now if you're listening. It's an odd style to barrel age. It's a very clean style for the palate to grow upon with the aging, so you can get the sense of the aging. I get that. But as nuances go, to build upon a style with the nuances of the barrel, brown ales are very odd because it's a very clean palate to go on, because it'll suck up everything, and all you'll get was basically barrel aging over this very weak base, and that's basically what's going on here. But now that it's a less fresh barrel, you get more of the brown ale coming out. There is that soft brown ale quality. It's a low medium body. But it's a very nice body. It's a very nice beer. It's a low medium body. The brown ale in its subtlety is there. The bourbon is complex to a certain extent. I'm not a very big bourbon guy. I mean, I love bourbon, but I can't talk about bourbon, if you know what I mean. But you're getting subtle notes of brown sugar, little bits of toffee nuggets coming out.
Well, guys, I'm gonna give it a 7.5. It's very good for the style. It shows its brown ale qualities, but yet complements it with the bourbon barrel aging. It's nothing too extreme, but very well done. 7.5, and by the way, if you can read it, it's a 7.8% alcohol brew, which is pretty damn big for a brown ale. Yeah. Anyway, I already threw it in here and mixed it in. Well, I'll do a tasting quick. Here's a blend made through the swag up front, the Jolly Roger swag. Now this is a blend of quarter Imperial Stout, quarter barley wine, and 50% bourbon barrel aged brown ale. And I'm telling you what, it tastes pretty damn good. More that I can tell you is all the dark essences of every three beers kind of blended together. So it has a nice dark backbone to it of roasted and toasted notes, blending in with a little bit of soft, like dark fruits from the barley wine, and then just that rounding out with that bourbon note from the brown ale, which kind of rounds out. So it's kind of perfect. Probably would have been pretty good if I would have seen because seen isn't actually a word. Neither is ain't, by the way. But if we could have saw a barrel aged variant of black. Let's see, Soul Jacker. If we could have saw Whatever. We could have seen. We could have saw. Sounds right. Anyway, a barrel variant of Souljacker. Pretty cool stuff. It tastes pretty good. So, but that's why we do experiments. That's why we change things around. That's why we mumble on for a couple extra minutes after review's over, because fuck it, right? But anyway, this has been Little Face Brewing, SJ Pour, Revolution 6, and all these beers, by the way, are dedicated to the American Revolution, and the only one, well, I have a bourbon barrel aged brown ale variant with vanilla beans from this Focus. Damn it. And this is the only one I have left. Ooh, right here. Check this out. Little Face Brewing Revolutionary Cider. Come down here. You do the math. Works out to about 23 or something like that % alcohol. Holy crap. It's a bourbon barrel aged cider, but it's one of the last runs through the barrel, so it's a very clean, less bourbony, more oaky, just soft oak cider. So we're really looking forward to checking this out, and I'm sure I'm going to do this right before I go to work. That would be a good beer to do right before I go to work. Anyway, it's been Paul from PABrewNews. This damn battery needs supercharged. Anyway, you have yourself a good beer. You have yourself a good time. Remember? Fuck it. It's beer. Drink it. Cheers.